Hello everyone, this is Fantasy-esque and welcome back to Lakeburg Legacies. When we left off in the previous episode, we welcomed in a lady of the evening and her baker husband, whose name is giving me flashbacks of a character from a book I recently read named Midnight Gate that wasn't a great experience, I'm gonna be honest. Every time I see the name Emmerich, I think of Silver Teeth. If you guys have read the book, you know. Okay, so Amelina Fitzroy is the newest lady of the evening. We have Emmerich, her husband, who is a baker. So we managed to get a third baker. Oh geez, where are we going? Not the hunter's cabin, not yet. Yeah, we managed to get our third baker, which is gonna be good for any kids growing up who want to become an apprentice at the bakery. I know Olive wanted to, but unfortunately we just didn't have anyone available to teach her at the time. Thankfully, in a couple of years, her interest in masonry grew, so we sent her as an apprentice there instead. But you know, any of the youngsters who age up now, if they do want to become a baker, we'll have Emmerich there to guide them, fingers crossed. So there was that, and then we also had Valerius Korb become a prankster. So a prank shop opened up, and now he works there. So we managed to fill in 2 vacancies pretty much, and then we upgraded the bakery to have that extra slot. So yeah, population's growing, things are happening. Was Bruce born in the last episode? I don't know. Bruce might have been born in the last episode, but also maybe not. I feel like he was born the episode beforehand. No? I think he was born the episode beforehand. But yeah, we've had essentially 2 people join us, and then we had Valerius age up. Those are, I think, the major things that happened in the last episode. So without further ado, let us go ahead and, let time go by and see what everyone gets up to in Lakeburg. It has been 26 years of us playing in Lakeburg. Like, how wild is that? A quarter of a century has gone by at this point. And what do we have here? A storage limit has been reached for wood and iron. Okay, that's not good. Well, iron is very important. We're gonna stock up on more iron and wood. Oh, look! Isn't that nice when we have enough gold that I don't have to pick between just, one, or like pick between 2, as in only pick one. You guys know what I'm saying. We had, thankfully, enough gold that I could upgrade both, which is good. But okay. Oh no, Pepin's in a loveless marriage. I feel sad for him. This is obviously Pepin's, first experience with a lady. This is Gnora's second marriage, however, and they're in a loveless marriage. It is not working out for them. Even though Pepin, I think, had his heart ready to, pursue a good life and relationship with Gnora, because she made the decision to marry him while she was, I think, undergoing a heartbreak from divorcing her first husband. I don't know if she's been able to give Pepin the time of day, and so things have been a little bit rough for the 2 of them. And I don't know, I feel like Pepin would be trying to be there for Effie as well, but it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to bond. Actually, how is his relationship? Does he even have a relationship with his stepdaughter? I don't know. It seems he does not. He does not. Yeah, his relationship with Gnora, it's like not doing so well, but also he doesn't seem to have any sort of relationship with his stepchild, which is a thing that I think we have noticed, because apparently the game does not track. The game, it seems to me, only tracks like biological lineage, which is fine, but when we have at least, I don't know, with stepchildren and adoptive children, I would have thought that that's tracked. Like, if the game allows you to do that, surely it tracks that. Apparently not. Well, it seems as though at least Gnora has an excellent relationship with her daughter, so that is good to see. And Eloise is set to be this little baby's rival in the future, and it seems as though she has no relationship with her father, which is actually quite depressing. Like, she's got 0 relationship with her father. Not very nice. And then obviously, at the bakery, Marie and Raimonda are offended. They've started fighting once more. And yeah, Pepin and Gunora, they're going back and forth quite a bit, but it seems as though things are not going too well for them at home. And I don't know if we checked up on Pepin. Like, I'm not sure if we ever have actually checked up on Pepin to see how his relationship is going. And I feel like we should also check up on the Fitzroy family to see how they've been settling in. But where is Pepin? Pepin, my boy, where are you? Pepin, where are you? Probably in this neighborhood. Okay, over here. So how are you two going? Like, how's your relationship been like? Because I don't think I've checked up on him. So let's see. So they got married, and then Gunora can't let go of Pepin's scarf. She finds its scent comforting. Okay, so it started off kind of on a good note. I mean, there must have been something, because even though Gunora was attracted to... Who was she attracted to? She was attracted to... I think Rowan. She still has a crush on Rowan. He is her colleague. And yeah, even though that was the case, after divorcing her husband, I think, was it Arik? Yeah, Arik. She actually was in a rush to get together with Pepin. She rushed the marriage, probably because she wanted company and maybe help with Effie. Even though things really weren't working with Arik, she didn't want to kind of stay alone. Plus, the guy she was actually interested in obviously was taken. He was married. So things started off on a good note, but it seems as though they've been having, or they had a rough patch not long after. Judging by the list of sexiest men in the village, you have a pretty good rank. It is not a compliment that would work on Pepin. And then it turns out that Gunora went on their first date with Pepin to win a bet, and Pepin agreed because of a dare. Yikes. Okay, so apparently the reasons for them getting together wasn't, genuine. Obviously, Pepin became, like, at the time they got together, he had recently become a young adult, so I imagine he would have wanted security, which you only get in our version of Lakeburg if you marry a woman, and that's probably why he did it. And Gunora maybe had a bet with Arik, because Arik got remarried really quickly. So maybe Gunora had a bet that she wouldn't stay single for too long and she'd, find someone other than Arik. So she kind of went for the first guy she saw, which was Pepin. And then things seemed to be going well for them for a bit. Gunora told a funny joke, and then Pepin told a funny joke, and then Gunora stopped going out without Pepin and vice versa. As time goes by, Gunora and Pepin become closer than before, so they were having kind of a good stint after the initial, setback. But then Gunora came back all mudded. She'll get the whole house dirty. Gunora and Pepin have been listening to a bard's performance together. Gunora forgot Pepin's birthday, but then Gunora impresses Pepin each time she speaks in public, and Gunora stopped changing perfumes, knowing Pepin loved the one she usually wears. So it's been a lot of up and down for the two of them, I think. A lot of up and down. And then the other couple I wanted to check up on was... Did we check up on the Jameson family? We might have. We did. We said they were having a bit of a rough patch. Yeah, we said they were having a bit of a rough patch because Carla kept running away from home and didn't want to clean, and Rowan was having to deal with all of that, and we were saying that maybe Rowan, for that reason, is kind of getting along a little bit too well with Gunora because, his wife is a bit difficult at home, or she doesn't participate at home, and Rowan has a terrible relationship with his son Bruce. Let's see what's been happening afterwards. So all Carla can talk about is horses. Rowan stopped listening to her. But then Carla is wearing Rowan's shirts. Carla bought some flowers. Carla only talks about herself. And then Rowan brought some flowers. Rowan didn't notice Carla's new perfume. Even though Rowan and Carla are together, they barely talk to each other. What a bore. And then Carla told a funny joke, a nice one. When Carla is sad, Rowan plays the flute with his nose to make her laugh. Carla looked at Rowan with such intensity it made him blush. Carla and Rowan had a drink together, then another and another. Okay, so they were trying. They had a lot of issues in the beginning, but it seems they were trying. Maybe they stopped talking and then Carla kind of realized that if she keeps escaping from the house and their relationship, then this is not going to work. And so she tried to kind of engage him a little bit more with humor, and then he, reciprocated, and things improved between them. And then, Rowan has foul breath today. Okay, Rowan, I know sometimes you're like you know, all holed up in the lumberjack's lodge, but you gotta take care of your hygiene, my dude. You have to, okay? And then let's see, Carl and Rowan went on a walk hand in hand in the sunset. So things have been improving for them. I think things have been improving for them. And then the newest couple we have is the Fitzroy family. So let's check up on them. So after they got married, Emelina hates all of Emmerich's friends. Okay. Emmerich and Emelina had a drink together, then another and another. Emmerich took great care of Emelina when she was sick. So after hating all of his friends, it seems as though they were kind of having good bonding time, but then they've been having some issues. Oh, that's funny, because Emmerich cooked some cauliflower, even though Emelina despises it, and then I think this is kind of funny. It seems as though they both hate cauliflower, and Emmerich cooked it first, knowing Emelina hates it, and then to get back at him, Emelina cooked it, knowing that Emmerich hates it, so they've been taking a bit of a hit. They're acting childish, basically. The two of them are acting childish. Okay, good to know, guys. Good to know. So that's what's been happening with them. Let's keep going, see what else happens in town. Hold on. A few things have happened. Let's see. The Brielle family are madly in love. Where are the Brielles? Brielles. Where'd you go, Brielles? Oh, these guys. That's right. Ursula and Lysander, our two miners, the mining couple. They are very much in love. I think we're aware of that because they wanted to have another child, and I was like, no. Focus on Sapphire. And then, oh, Emmerich and Marie have met. Oh, yikes. Oh no. Wait, but Marie's so kind. Like, how is she kind? I think she's like kind and sweet. So I don't know why I mean, okay, I understood with Raymonda why she didn't get along well with Raymonda, because Raymonda's just got a terrible personality. But Emmerich's got like a in-between personality, no? Actually, now that I think about it, I feel like he's got more in common with Raymonda, personality-wise. So maybe that's why he and Marie don't get along from the get-go. They made a bad impression on each other. This is gonna end not very well. Probably gonna go in a very, bad direction. But yeah, okay, he's mean and ill-mannered. So even though he's energetic and able to get a lot done in the bakery, I imagine his personality just rubs Marie the wrong way. And then the Ashdown family are very much in love with each other. Yep, Theodora and Douglas, our blacksmith and our mason. And then we have had an age up. Chris! Guys, look, Chris! Chris is all grown up now. The son of Beatrice and Slavomir. He has a good relationship with his father. 68%. And he has a very bad relationship with his mother. Only like a 33%. Not good at all. He's friends with his former mentor. And, interesting thing about Chris, guys. So he's indecisive, a glutton, and romantic. That aside, the interesting thing about Chris is that he is considered, by Lakeburg's standards, the most beautiful man in Lakeburg. And his mother is considered the most beautiful woman in Lakeburg. Nobody else has come into Lakeburg that the people of Lakeburg consider to be as beautiful as the Olwen family. The Olwen family is just known for their beauty. So this is the Lakeburg standard for what makes a very attractive man, guys. Take a look. Seems to be very social, though. So he was a mason apprentice, but this is funny. He, resonates more with being a man of the evening, but we don't have a vacancy for man of the evening, unfortunately. He can, however, be a mason or a lumberjack. So he actually can apply himself across different places. But a mason? We have the resources. Okay, so he is going to join his former mentor and be a mason, which is excellent at the Mason's Workshop because this is going to help us get more stone, which is exactly what we need. We need more stone. And let's see, Chris and Brynja, they've become friends. That's excellent. I kind of love it. So far we've been lucky in this aspect, and I don't know if this is what happens with every mentor and apprentice, but so far, all the apprentices who have aged up, upon aging up, become friends with their mentors, which I think is quite nice. I happen to think that is very nice. Okay, we have reached our storage limit for vegetables. We can increase. Nice. Give us more vegetables. Give us more vegetables. Okay, and then we are saving up stone and wood. So still saving up a lot of the stone and the wood. Okay, let's keep going. See what we get up to. What is happening in town? Okay, so the Keller family having a bit of a rough patch. That's Raymonda and Arik. I'm not surprised. And then Emmerich has met Eloise. Okay, so our baker has met our apprentice baker. Who is Eloise apprenticed under? It seems as though they get along. Isn't Eloise... Wait a second. Marie is old! Oh no, Marie has wrinkles now and she's great at 46 years old. Wait, so this is kind of interesting, but it seems as though our newest baker guys, Emmerich, he apparently does not like Marie, but he gets along well with Marie's daughter. Fascinating. Very, very fascinating. Okay. But you know, Eloise, I feel like Eloise and even her father Brynjar, actually a lot of our villagers have this. I think you guys will notice what I'm saying, but there's certain villagers that have like what I consider to be like really bored eyes. Gonora is one of them. Brynjar has those like bored eyes, you know? It looks like he's done with you. Eloise has the same thing going on. She's got the bored eyes. Raymonda has bored eyes. So does Theodoric. Who else has them? Like these guys, they have the eyes that make me feel like they don't want to talk to me. That's what I feel like when I look at them. And then Valerius and Chris, they have sad eyes. These guys, I feel like, have sad eyes. Okay, well, enough about the eyes. Let's see. Let's keep going. Oh, we can build. We can build. Hold on a second. We can build. Okay, wait a second. Guys, we have options. We have options because we can build a castle, or we can build a carpenter's workshop. Apparently we don't have enough of the tools for the building site, but we could make the carpenter's workshop, and that would actually give us furniture. That would give us furniture, but this does it does use wood, you know? The castle would give us prestige and leadership and a royal family. But also, I feel like a carpenter's workshop is pretty decent thing to have. I mean, this I think will be useful more later on, because I assume to make some of these later things, like I'm imagining like maybe the banquet hall and stuff in the ballroom, you might need furniture for some of these later things, possibly even, you know, the inn and stuff, who knows. So I kind of want the carpenter's workshop as well. I think, because we don't even have like any recruitment right now that I can base this off of. Like we have no recruitment I can base it off of, and everyone has like jobs right now. There's no one that is going to give me an indication. I think Sapphire's the only one who doesn't have a mentor. But look, painter, god, or actress, none of this can be achieved, I think, through the castle or the carpenter's workshop. In fact, to be a god, isn't there like barracks or something? Yeah, the barracks. I think you have to have the barracks to be a god. So, no one currently in Lakeburg is helping me to pick and decide and is influencing my decision. Since we have no one to influence my decision, I think I'm gonna make the call to go for the carpenter's workshop. I kind of realized that if we get the carpenter's workshop, it's gonna be a little bit harder for us to maybe save up on wood, because the carpenter's workshop's going to be using wood to produce the furniture. So it might take us a little bit longer to save up for the castle, but I think it'll be a good investment, guys. I think it'll be a good investment, because then we can start working towards, you know, like the jeweler's workshop and the inn, and then like the butcher's shop, the painter's workshop. To get to all of that, we need to have the carpenter's workshop. So I think it makes sense for us to maybe invest in this a little bit. So I'm gonna actually go for the carpenter's workshop. Okay, it is done. We have the carpenter's workshop, guys. And now we need to save up all that wood all over again. But it should be okay, because as it stands, I mean, I don't know what we're gonna save up for, like, first. We might save up enough for the castle again, or we might luck out and actually have the tools by the time we get enough stone and wood to have like the building site, because the building site is also useful for the builder tickets, which I explained before. It's going to reduce the amount of materials it takes for us to make things. So depending on what we have, the materials and resources we have by the time we are able to build next, we'll go for the building site if possible. If not, then we'll establish the castle, and who knows, might start keeping an eye out for, you know, a potential monarch and the start of our royal family. But okay, guys, with that said and done, I am going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.